I got a little girl, Aylen. The GoPro battery died just as I was getting ready to do her, and couldn't change the battery because she was already all set up and everything. Man, I tell you what, this bird, she's really surprising me. Which I have said many, many times in many videos, but she's flying, well, not flying, but doing very well on the creance. 15 grams heavier than last year. So, not quite sure why. But I'm just going to work from there. Last year, you know, she was a different bird. Let's see if she doesn't like this part. So, let's see how she does. She's getting better. And it's very hard to turn off. I don't know why. And I feel like I'm punishing her now. But, you know, I can't leave it on. Otherwise, the battery will run out. You're okay. Turns on, but turning off, not so much. You're okay. Here. You want to eat? Yeah. So I figured I would do this while she's distracted. Oh, God, this is frustrating. There we go. I mean, she's got to get used to it. Finley didn't like it either when he was a baby. And then he just grew to gut. You know, he never liked it, but he certainly just got used to it. But yeah, she went after one grasshopper, half-hearted. That, you know, it could be weight. You know, I do think she's still heavy for what she needs to really be. But, you know, if I could get some training in and some behavior solidified before I have to really crank her weight down where it's dangerous, I'm okay with that. But then we had two grasshoppers that were right next to each other on this bare dirt road. I mean, basically they were like right there. And I got like this far away from her, or from them with her, like even kneel down. She could have cared less. So what she did instead, because she was like wanting me to hurry up and let's, you know, do the food and the lure business, she turns around and she pinches me on this bare spot in my glove. So that was a first. So she's getting awfully bossy and sassy in her old age, which, you know, normal Kestrel stuff. But anyway, so she'll probably have to have her weight come down. She is going to hunt. Hopefully I can get her to hunt. If not, I'll get Dr. Scagnelli to write a letter saying that she's non-releasable. Because, I mean, quite frankly, I don't think I would feel comfortable releasing her anyway. She's been in captivity her whole life, and she's 6 years old, so that's kind of old for a Kestrel. In the wild, actually, that's ancient. Yeah, we'll see. But if I can't get her to hunt, you know, I'll just see if she'll make a good education bird, do stuff inside like classrooms or assemblies, you know, like gymnasium type stuff. And, you know, she's little, so she can certainly do that because she's so small. So she can do that. And then, you know, on her days off, I'll just come out here. And I don't know if she'll ever be good with experiences with people. I don't know if I would trust free flying her to strangers. She just doesn't like strangers. I mean, she might. She always has a hard time with the lure because it's kind of big and cumbersome. But yeah, man, she is doing really well this year already, at a pretty high weight. So, I mean, she's not a very exciting bird to watch, I guess, but and she gets the least viewership. But out of all these birds, she has come the longest way from absolutely the most terrified bird I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I cannot explain to people how psychologically damaged this bird was, and still is. But she's coming out of it. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of her. So I know she's not very exciting to watch, but she sure has come a long way and has, you know, overcome a lot in her little life. She certainly didn't deserve it, but she's going to have the life she deserves now. Yeah, so that's Aylen. Not real exciting. Just doing really well. You know, unless you've seen her from the beginning, this really doesn't look like that big of a deal, but it really is. So anyway, I didn't get to catch any of it on GoPro. I wouldn't say it was like super exciting, but she came to the lure, hit it in the air, and she wanted to land on one of these fence posts, which I don't care if she lands on a fence post, but I don't want her to land on that fence post or any of those because they got barbed wire and she has a creance. I didn't want her to get caught up in the creance with the barbed wire. Also, there is bird poop on top of those, and I don't want her to land on wild, potentially yucky, infectious disease, parasite, bacteria, whatever, bird poop. So that's why she's got a perch over there. Anyway, she did really well. So that's Aylen.